Alright, fmbpdota back, bringing you game 2 between Redefining Madness, former MTW, for those of you that still don't know, and No Tidehunter. Kyle went off to get drinks, because he solo casted last game, so he needs some liquid. Take a look at the bans. It took No Tidehunter all of their time and 25 seconds of the reserve time to decide whether or not to ban out the Dark Seer, who isn't banned out as much on the first round anymore, but still very strong. Don't really want to play against him. And then Bat Rider banned out there by Redefining Madness. Was played by Toolx last game. Had a pretty big impact actually. Being able to blink in there and grab the Luna being played by Loda. But opting not to pick him up this time, gonna have a slightly different strategy. Wisp banned out by No Tidehunter, also a pretty staple first round ban in the professional scene. As with professional teamwork, Wisp paired with Tiny, CK, even Luna, etc. can cause a lot of damage. I'm curious to see if Nyx will be banned out. He was played by S4 last game, and I missed the beginning of that, but S4 is their mid, so I assume Nyx was played in middle. Had a pretty big impact, a lot of kills, a lot of double man impales. Went Blink Dagger actually, and just had a lot of mobility that way. Yeah, so there's the Nyx ban. So both of the tier 1 picks bans that were allowed last game banned out first by Redefining Madness. So now we're gonna see No Tidehunter's first pick coming out of the gate here. And it's an old man on a horse. So he was in last game. He was played by Ake, who had some amazing recalls off of, Loda went down in a team fight, bought back, instantly recalled right back. And then we got Magnus and Nakes, again, being played by Redefining Madness. Pepicek was Magnus last game. Had some really big 4-man RPs, maybe even a 5-man at one point, but there was just no follow-up at that point. They were pretty behind. And Nakes was played by Cinderin, so we'll look for him to pick that up again most likely. And
10 seconds remaining.
He did an okay job last game, but there was a couple times he wasn't there in a team fight, and maybe the team fight shouldn't have been taken, or maybe he should have been there. And yeah, so Gyrocopter picked up, most likely going to be played by Loda. We usually see him when he plays Gyrocopter. He just buys, I think is it Gloves of Haste, and then he gets pulled tangos by his teammates, so they just buy him tangos, and he rushes Midas normally. If he plays that in the carry role, that's how he does it. Then a Shadow Demon picked up here by No Tidehunter as well. I guess you can put someone under, you can drop a call down. That call down's definitely going to hit that one person, it can really mess them up. Call down also slows everyone down, so if you land call down on multiple people, then you have I'm assuming Ake will be on that coddle, you have more chance to land a high powered illuminate onto everyone, and that's just insane damage in a team fight. Especially coupled in with the flak cannon, so a lot of AoE damage coming from Coddle and Gyrocopter, and then just an amazing disruptor. Cropter? I don't know. I'm sick.
You're not sick.
Reserve time.
I am.
Sorry to interrupt your flow.
It's okay. I was trying to get very technical. But yeah, and the good just single disrupt there by Shadow Demon is just so strong, as well as the Purge to help with the Nakes on the other team. And then Redefining Madness picking up the Bane, which was played by Eternal Envy last game for No Tidehunter.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see that Bane run middle, or it could just be tri-lane support. It is pretty situational, but it is pretty powerful when played like that.
Do they have the Keep It Light? I'm not in the game yet.
Yeah, Keep Brother Light, Gyrocopter, Shadow Demon for No Tidehunter, and then again Magnus and Nakes for Redefining Madness, as well as Bane. And we're banning out, right? That's the next phase. Lone Druid banned out for Redefining Madness for obvious reasons. You're playing Admiral Bulldog. You should probably ban Lone Druid. And then Disruptor banned out.
I know, that would be my first ban.
Yes, that would literally be my first ban if I was playing No Tidehunter. Then Disruptor banned out by no Tidehunter. It was played last game by Iconoclast, and Disruptor is really the hero that caused them the most trouble. So gonna ban him out again. TA also banned out as a good mid player. Banning out Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet would be the second hero I would ban if I was playing no Tidehunter.
Yeah. Alright, I'm in the game now here. So you've kind of gone over everything so far?
I've been doing a better job than normal, yes.
Okay, thank goodness. I'm a little surprised about the Templar Assassin ban out by NTH. It's usually a hero that they like to run in the middle lane, played by S4, and he's quite a competent Templar Assassin, so maybe that means that the Gyro might be going mid, or they have someone in mind that the Templar Assassin would be quite good against, so we'll just have to see, I guess.
Yeah.
Reserve time.
I don't know, I mean, Loda loves his carry gyrocopter, so I would really expect that not to be middle.
Yeah, and Aki likes to play as well as support, but since I guess they already have two supports, it's probably not going to be that, but yeah. I expect it to be a carry gyrocopter, like you said, played by Loda, but you never know. I don't know. We have seen how strong it is in the middle lane, getting that flat cannon.
It's strong everywhere.
The rocket is, yeah, it's pretty good for pushing people off the lane as well. So, you know, I've seen it against a co-op. Sometimes you either have to just take it to the face at the creep so that you can still get experience, or run away. And I think you're pretty much going to get hit either way. So I think you just kind of take it, get the experience, and you just gotta suffer the few auto attacks that you're going to take from the gyrocopter. But I still feel like that's the better decision when playing against a rocket gyrocopter.
I'm trying to think. No Tidehunter bans out Zombie, and the only reason I could think that they banned him out is because if you pair Zombie and Bane in a lane with Nakes, and then what you do is you nightmare the enemy, and then you drop a tombstone, and the tombstone will stack zombies while the person is nightmared, I'm pretty sure. And then you open with the open wounds after that, and then that's probably one person just dying every time, so that could be why Zombie's banned out.
Yeah, that's true.
A reason to not ban Zombie would be Gyrocopter's flak cannon absolutely obliterates the zombies later on in the game. I mean, not later on in the game, all the time, because they only take one hit, but I don't know. Just for the laning phase, trying to get him out.
Yeah, as well as having the zombie and a Lysithor in a lane isn't, I wouldn't say that's probably the strongest idea, but, you know, I don't know. It's a decent ban regardless. If he gets up the farm, then he can. We've all seen how well he does in team fights. If they can somehow disable that gyrocopter, and so he's not able to use that flat cannon in team fights, then yeah, it could still be packing quite a punch. But they're just gonna take him out regardless.
And then 4.2 PL.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, being taken out. Scared of that carry.
Yeah, banning another carry,
I
so
guess.
they're slightly confused on what Gyrocopter could be doing as well.
Bloodseeker.
Bloodseeker. Oh yeah. This is a game I want to watch. That explains the TA ban.
Sick. Yeah, you're right. There it is. That's what I was just gonna say before that pick happened. That's one of the reasons why I love NTH is they're so versatile with their lineups. Like in the first three picks, sometimes it's kind of obvious what you're gonna run, as we can see by looking at Redefining Madness's picks. Like Lifesteal is your carry. You're gonna run him in the safe lane or like an offensive tri lane. That's pretty much all the versatility you can do. Magnus.
Probably mid.
Probably they ran him. They ran him mid last game exactly. So probably going to be mid again. But he could also be in the offlane. But it's not really too much mystery.
Bane might shut down a
yeah, they could
with Enfeeble.
They could, but like my point is not too much mystery. Like it's kind of obvious. Whereas NTH is like what's Gyrocopter going to do? Is he going to be? He can run offensive tri-lanes pretty well. He can be mid pretty competently. And the thing is, it's not only that there are those possibilities, but we've seen NTH run like every single one of those possibilities. So that's just one of their strengths, is that they run so many different lineups that it's hard to pick against them and counter them.
Yeah, and we've seen 3 players on their team play Gyrocopter quite well, so it just adds to the mystery. Outworld Devourer. Stupid name. Picked up there by Redefining Madness. Stupid name, but amazing hero. He's so annoying to play against, but he's fun to play and he's fun to watch. Could be going mid against that Bloodseeker.
10 seconds.
I would probably expect it at this point. I feel like they saw the Bloodseeker. They know how strong he can be in a middle lane if you don't have a hero that can counter him. Especially if he's funneled a little bit of regen and he's able to pick up a Stout Shield. Most mid heroes can't handle to play against him, to CS against him. But he's susceptible to ganks. He can be shut down by the right hero, and I think that's why they picked up the World Devourer, because he's one of the heroes that can shut him down pretty easily. Just Astral Imprison him, and what are you gonna do?
Is this an off-lane clockwork? I've seen it done a couple times where you just get cogs first, and since they last so long, you can pretty much get a... It's a good escape, actually, nowadays.
5 seconds.
But,
Yeah, also could be played mid, too.
Reserve time.
Yeah, exactly. But, this is kind of weird, because I don't know what you expect. Maybe if no Tidehunter can get the matchup they want, they can put the Bloodseeker against the Magnus in the offlane, if that's what Redefining Madness is planning. So if they can try to run some sort of... see, look, Clockwork has picked up the...
it's going to go mid, it's S4.
Yeah, S4, yeah, exactly. So Admiral Bulldog is the offlane hero. If they can get him in a solo lane against the Magnus, that's going to be really, really good for NTH. But it's going to be hard. They're going to have to match up their tri-lane against the other team's tri-lane.
They do have rockets.
Which I feel like would work.
Just scout it out.
Yeah, they're going to have to scout it out like that.
Alright, I'll go ahead and introduce the Dire real quickly, and then you can take the Radiant. Synderin picked up the Nakes again this game. Enigma was the last pickup by Redefining Madness. Going to be played by Dutch Freak. Going to be jungling. He's picked up the 4 Clarities. That's pretty much standard. That's what I do anyway. Peppy here.
So it's standard.
Yeah, it's pretty much, if I do it, it's standard. Peppy going, I don't know, probably offlane, but everyone's setting up top right now. Outworld Devourer being played by Tulak. And Iconoclast playing that Bane, and then here we got NTH heading into the jungle here as 5-man. Gonna have a bit of a clash.
30 seconds.
Yeah, no skills being picked up by Bulldog yet. I'm not really sure what... He's kind of a weak level 1 hero as a Bloodseeker, but...
Bulldog.
Yeah, so that's why it kind of leads me to believe they want the matchup in the offlane.
Yeah, they definitely do.
Otherwise, Yeah, so... They're going to have to look for... They're going to have to see where Magnus is going and try to judge by that, but so far it looks like it might just be a safe lane for... it's kind of obvious what they would do because of the Enigma pick, who has actually he's got the jungling build like you said, so it's kind of obvious that they're going to put the Magnus down bottom, but he could also go mid, so we'll have to see. I wonder what they're going to do. Tulix is their offlane hero, but he is going mid for now, so I don't know. Did you finish introducing them, by the way? Yeah, I think you did, right?
So.
Oh, looks like a gank might be coming in here already in the middle lane.
Playing that Shadow Demon, gonna put under Tulex right after he puts under S4. And I was thinking about this combination, the cogs into the imprisonment. I mean, not imprisonment, the disruption. It's just so strong, and you're gonna get hit even if you're melee. And the nice body block by Eternal Envy, but it's not gonna be enough. Giving S4 a big advantage in lane because no pot on the Tulex, just tangos. But yeah, the disruption into the cogs or the disruption just into the battery assault. It's a strong combo right there between Shadow Demon and Clockwork. Yeah,
I was wondering what he was going to do, level up battery assault or the cogs. The cogs definitely last a lot longer and keep him in place, but battery assault felt would have done a little bit more damage, but without being able to chase to the tier 1 tower, I think cogs was the right choice, just not enough damage there.
Well yeah, the cogs was definitely right. It did so much damage with the I don't know what S4 is doing now. Yeah. He was way far in. Cogs are pretty strong though now that they take health when you run into it. And here's Envy just giving Dutch Freak a hard time. They've dewarded 2 of his easy camp and then his go-to big camp. And now he's just harassing him on the ledge here, stealing the XP, leeching the XP. The rocket's coming in, gotta snipe the... Oh, and Envy snipes the Centaur.
That's a big deal there. That's really gonna set down set Dutch back a little bit. He's already low on experience. But yeah, I'll go ahead and introduce the Radiant. I don't think anything is going to happen for a little bit anyways. Eternal Envy on the Shadow Demon. We've seen what he's been up to. We've got Loda playing that Gyrocopter. He's leveling a Flak Cannon and Rocket Barrage, pretty standard, especially in an offensive tri-lane. Yeah, well, that's what I thought last game as well, but he didn't. He didn't end up doing that. So I don't know. We'll see. I guess I'll just wait until to see what he needs. It looks like he might be going up top though.
What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? He nightmares Loda. The Loda's just sitting right next to Cinder, and Cinder going on Eternal Envy. Eternal Envy's pretty far out, but Ake's nightmares run out. Tons of Eidolons here. You gotta hate when the Eidolons show up. They do so much damage early on. This could be very bad for no time on it right here. So Dutch Freak draws first blood, so that's gonna set him back to where he should be after that annoying harass by Eternal Envy. And nightmared up is Ake, so trying to get around him to do a body block, but not able to. But I think open wounds and one more mana. There it is. Oh, he backs off though. Backs off. The Clockwork Rocket coming in, almost doing enough to kill him. Not as bad as it could have possibly been. Meanwhile, pretty sure Admiral Bulldog obliterating bot lane. He's got 15 CS compared to 8. Dutch Freak gonna go down, so it's a 1-for-1 trade in that very, very extended early game team fight there.
Players here.
Oh, watch the rocket coming in. Oh, it's not gonna hit him. That was a really close one. Nice idea by S4 though. Yeah, the thing about that team fight was Redefining Madness did a really nice job of tanking the rocket barrage. Loda had lots of mana left. He was popping rocket barrages left and right, but just staying together, using those Eidolons to tank up a little bit as well. And really, the rocket barrage does almost no damage with everyone just kind of dispersing it equally. So nice job there. Nice team fight. They were able to get the first blood. They did lose someone. I'm not really sure who did get picked off. Was it Enigma, I feel? Yeah, I think it was.
Dutch Freak got the kill, Dutch Freak got killed. And I believe it's
there you go, so yeah.
Eternal Envy that died.
Yeah, anyway. Loda on that gyrocopter. Aki playing the Keeper Light, trying to farm up a little bit here in the jungle. S4 on the Clockwork, doing a nice job of controlling the runes already. So I feel like he's doing a pretty good job against Tulix in the middle lane, who I feel would have the innate advantage.
Combo, just slightly not enough time in a Malefice there into S4, but only level 1 Malefice, so the chase continues. Level 3 Rocket here from Clockwork. Gonna chase him out of the jungle. Oh, that landed? And there's the rocket, and there's the damage with the battery assault. That was insane.
That was like the utmost range of power cards.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Unless they increase
he's got
the
regen
range
too,
in which you jump into it. Yeah, he's got a regen rune, so now they're gonna come straight down for Tulek. Eternal Envy baiting it on the cliff a little bit there. He doesn't want to reveal that he's there yet, although Tulek probably has an idea.
Dire's bottom tower.
Comes a rocket to the bottom lane. Just help Admiral push, I guess. I don't know. He's got Trez, he's got Poor Man Shield, he's doing very well. 28 last hits, most on the map. Followed by Tulek sitting at 21 last hits, and a very interesting mid matchup here between this Clockwork who's just finding success roaming. Yeah, he's picked off Dutch Freak twice.
Do it with flair.
The Rockets are knowing.
Yeah, this is what I was saying from the very start. I felt like if NTH could get this matchup, it would just be such an easy early game for them. Bloodseeker against Magnus, you know, I feel like that's an easy lane for Admiral Bulldog. And oh, top lane though, Aki in a little bit of trouble. The Malefice coming in. There's the open wounds. 6
Eidolons just doing work.
Was not enough.
Syndrome picking up the kill, so that's gonna help him out a lot. Oh, Bulldog TPing in mid.
Bulldog TPing mid. He's level 6. Just gonna pop a rup. There it is. The rup is popped.
Getting the kill.
What a KS.
Nice.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Bloodseeker, along with Storm Spirit, I feel like is one of the best counter gankers, as well as just TP in and get a kill easily that way. So I feel like oh, someone just Envy just
died by a neutral.
Suicide and nated the neutrals. Yeah, I guess spent all his gold and then just suicide. Free trip back to base. Yeah, the boots of speed actually. Loda getting initiated upon the top lane.
Indeed, Rocket coming up. Loda gonna go down. Dutch Freak could maybe get a quick illuminate to anybody. Dutch Freak, I guess. I don't know. Eternal Envy up here as well. It's only 2. Oh no, there's S4.
Here comes S4.
There's S4. Where are the cogs at? Where are the cogs at? Doesn't even matter. It got the illuminate. Malefice though still stunning him up a little bit. Pops an illusion rune to dive through the tower there. Switches the aggro, but wisely just back off. I don't know what happened.
NTH with a really early group up.
Admiral Bulldog's top now. Oh, and oh, rocket! Or the hook from S4 there into the trees onto Synderen. Synderen's like, oh crap. but maybe not. Let's try to jog. Oh, Peppy there with the skewer through the trees and RP, 2-man RP onto Admiral Bulldog. Admiral Bulldog getting pretty low, but he can do some work. Here comes Loda. Loda's coming in. Admiral Bulldog picks up a kill, or an assist rather, and then Loda picking up a kill there on crap, Magnus, Peppy, and Admiral Bulldog took out Cinder in there one-on-one a little bit. And the top tier 1 tower are gonna go down, so I think that's a 2-1.
They want revenge.
Here's top tower.
They want revenge. Here's
Revenge,
2 legs.
yeah, Tulek's coming up. He's putting under people. He's ulting. Gyro's really low. Gyro's gonna go down right there to Iconoclast Brain Sap. Dutch Freak silenced up, running away. Or chasing, rather. Aka's pretty low. He should get back, but he's got full mana.
Is under attack.
And let's see who we got sitting in the trees over here. Shadow Demon, Eternal Envy, just gonna TP out. So Magnus made a big play there. He's picked up his mana. Cinder and died. That sucks. Tulex got an assist. Iconoclast picked up a kill, so there's some sentries and there's some more wards coming out from him as a result. S4's got an illusion room bottle. That was a sick hook from S4 onto Cinder in there in the trees.
Yeah, using that rocket to scout out the fog trees there, and then hooking immediately afterwards, able to get right onto the Nyx. I believe that hook shot goes through BKB, right? Pretty sure it'll stun a magic immune unit, or maybe not stun the unit, but at least hook to them. Yeah. So nice job by S4 there, and then even though we got a nice 2-man reverse Palladier, they were only able to kill S4, and I think
Hook onto
Iconoclast. Oh, yeah.
It's a battery assault, but he's put under in the cogs here and a TP in from Peppy, so I don't know, S4 being a little ballsy. He had an invis rune, that's why. Nice use of the rune there. Way to man up, knowing how far he can take his hero. Admiral Bulldog just roaming around. Allowed Peppy to catch up and last its big time since Admiral Bulldog's left the lane.
Uh-oh, watch out for Enigma here.
Enigma might be dead.
Are we going to see a disruption first?
Just a damage
not even needed.
amplification, yeah, not even needed to land it. And Dutch Freak goes down. Lex is rotating over, but 4 people there for no Tidehunter.
Yeah, it was a nice job by Admiral Bulldog as well as Aki to kind of just come into that top cliff and cut off any rebuttal that Redefining Madness could have mustered to that kill. So just kind of being there for support, even though they weren't there for the kill, they were able to just kind of defend the possibility of a return kill.
Tower is under attack.
Oh man, Iconoclast TP to the 2-2 tower in the bot lane and then smoked up to try to get a gank onto Loda, but then he accidentally got a little too close and revealed himself, and Loda saw it, backed off, and just TP'd top to head up against Cinder, and he's getting zoned out by Flak Cannon now. And 4 med middle right now for no Tidehunter, just pushing stuff down. And I wonder what Admiral Bulldog is gonna build next. He's on about 1k gold.
Bottom tower is under attack.
I guess we'll be able to tell right after this tower lasted.
Under attack.
I think they might have seen that smoke, because I saw a little trail of smoke in the mid lane when I wasn't even watching, really, so if they were paying attention, I feel like they could have smoked there. Nice dodge by Cinder up here in the top lane.
Gonna rage TP out. Still forcing him to go back to base, so slightly successful gank, I guess. Just pushing Cinder off lane, less XP, less gold.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Meanwhile, the jungle is just completely contested. NTH is doing an incredible job of just knowing how much they can push out into the enemy jungle here. And are really shutting down this Enigma, who at this point in the game normally is going to be like top of the last hits. Admiral Bulldog, he's got Rupture. He wisely didn't put Tulex under because Tulex could just put himself under. I mean, didn't Rupture Tulex because he could just put himself under and then bait it out.
Indeed. Yeah, I think the strength of the lineup here by NTH is that they're able to group up like so early, even before the 10-minute mark, and take out the top tier 1 tower as well as the mid tier 1 tower, and that just kind of opens up the jungle a lot. And look at all the Radiant wards, like you said, just coming out of here into the jungle. The Enigma is able to get nothing, and he's just picked up a Soul Ring. He's, you know, usually you see such a fast mech if that's what the Enigmas decide to do, but all he's got is a recipe for. All he's got is a headdress. Yeah, I know, but I mean, if they decide to do that, then usually it comes out pretty quickly. But you know, NTH is aware of everything, and look at those horses just coming in, not allowing Dutch to get anything. Probably. Yeah, but NTH setting their sights on the bottom lane now.
Yeah, double damage rune here onto S4. You gotta be careful when you poking your nose around S4 with that hook. He'll find you, and you could die.
Structures are fortified.
There's a rupture onto
going on.
Magnus and Rocket coming out. Admiral Bulldog's sort of in the way. There's the call down. It's causing a low space for the fight. There's a black hole that hits into absolutely nobody, so a little bit of Streaks probably a little upset after that.
Disrupted right away
I don't know
anyway.
if anyone's gonna go down. Yeah, he was disrupted right away as well. Horses coming in would have taken out Peppy there in the Magnus, but it did not hit him. So I feel like at this point, if I would just back off if I was no Tide Hunter. I don't know. I mean, I guess this is the next tower on their checklist to get, but kind of low. And Black Hole was just wasted, and as long as you got mana, Rupture is down though. Oh, the S4 going in though onto Cinderin. Immediately regretting it. Pops battery salt, is trying to run away. He got open wounds. Peppy goes down. So S4 just buying space, I guess, with those cogs. Juking through the trees now. It's harder to do after they rework the pathing. Toolx puts someone under.
Rupture's actually going to come off cooldown too.
Yeah, Rupture, if it's off cooldown, but he's got no mana. He does have 14 wand charges, so he's going to get it. He could get Toolx. He could get Cinderin and Toolx. Just get Cinderin. Yeah, Rupture was used there. The animation didn't even show, but Rupture was used. Loda able to take off Toolx there with the thing, and Dutch Freak able to get him down with the Malefice, and Admiral Bulldog not being that crazy yet. Cinderin buys back. Admiral Bulldog just going to TP out wisely, and it's time for everyone. They took that fight 3-1, I think. Only Gyrocopter died. The Loda and the tower took some damage, so no Tidehunter playing on the Razor's Edge there.
Yeah, and I think it really paid off there. Admiral Bulldog able to get that last silence on the Enigma as he's going back into his base, and with that vision from the Bloodseeker, S4 able to get one of the easiest rockets of his life, and able to pick off Enigma right before he was able to get back to his pound. So,
oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, it was a pretty nice play. He does almost have his mech though. Oh, here they go on mid though on Cinderin.
Cinderin in a bit of trouble. Battery assault, the silence, the hook misses, but it's not even needed. S4 is like, whatever.
You could tell he was trying to look for a creep to infest into, but with that Bloodseeker silence lasting 9 seconds, Jesus, you
I
had
know,
no hope for that.
OP.
It's better than a Night Stalker silence. It just gives you a lot of damage, but hey. Yeah, last 9 seconds, 6-second cooldown. So potentially you can have two people silenced for 3 seconds in a fight.
Overlap there. It's pretty huge. Yeah. Usually, I don't know. I've always don't skill Q when you play Bloodseeker in a pod. You just get your Bloodbath and Feet thirst up with 1 and Q. Slightly different game here. S4 with the clutch TP cancel. Toolx is ruptured up. He's silenced forever, as we've just discussed. He goes down to the rupture kill of Admiral Bulldog, but Dutch Freak coming in. Peppy with the. He does have RP. He could use it. Here. Maybe they should just use it to get Magnus. To get Admiral Bulldog. Admiral Bulldog gonna go down. Bane able to take up the kill there with the brain sap. But S4 gets out. Mechanism I think is finished. Coming out to him on the courier right now. Yep. And Dutch Freak's got his mechanism almost finished.
Did S4 have Invis rune? I saw him Invis, but I mean, it must have been an arrow rune.
Yeah, probably. He's gotten most of the runes, so it's safe to assume he had it. And he's got a bottle with 1 charge in it now, so I'm assuming it was bottled and he used it.
Yeah. Loda picking up that Ring of Aquila, like you mentioned, just really good at pushing down towers. He's going for drums. He actually does have it, so it just needs to fly that out to him. So the Gyrocopter, the Luna, kind of serving the same role in this sense. Just mid-game items, pick up a few of those and able to push down towers. So far they're doing a really good job of that. Only the tier 2s are left standing so far. Aki's picked up a Smoke of Deceit, so maybe we'll look for that. And if they can get another pick off, then there goes another tier 2 tower. Admiral Bulldog's got a 4-staff, so pretty early 4-staff for him.
So
he's going to be able to use that
route.
Yeah. I guess going for that. Oh, check out here though, Cinderin initiating on Envy. He's just going to defensively disrupt himself.
Run away now. And actually able to get out with Ake throwing in the defensive illuminating, even the cogs from S4 coming. And the 4-staff on Admiral Bulldog, people normally think like, hey, that's the really pubby build, that's what you do. But honestly, that's what you do when you know you're ahead and you need to press your advantage fast. And that's exactly what they're doing. And they've got the right-click damage to be followed up by gyro if the game does go later.
Yeah, I mean, to say that it's a pubby build, like, Bloodseeker's a pub hero, like, in his own right, so to say it's a pub build, yeah, I guess it is, but what else are you going to get on a Bloodseeker? I'd say that Radiance is even more of a pub build, especially
Yeah, that's true.
trying to run it in a competitive game. It's just not going to happen. You're just not going to get the farm, not in this patch. You know, you got to look to push down towers.
Well, they find
Iconoclast going to get picked off here.
Iconoclast going to get disrupted immediately. Immediately, just that thingy. Rocket barrage down. So there's that pickoff there you were talking about. See if they can capitalize on this tier 2 tower.
Yeah, unfortunately it was the level 8 Bane. He's going to be respawning pretty quickly, 20 seconds, so he might be back in time for this fight, but I'm not sure if Redefining Madness is strong enough to take a fight even. Now they do have the black hole and the reverse polarity, so I feel like anything could happen, but they're going to need to be pretty perfect in their coordination.
Well, 500 from Blink Dagger on Magnet. He's going to get picked off here. I was about to say maybe they should just back off and let the tier 2s fall. I don't know, buy a little more time, but good RP there on the 2 key characters. And there's a black hole into Admiral Bulldog, and Synderen just wailing at Admiral Bulldog, but not able to get anything done. It does an infest, pops out some damage, but not a lot there. Bane, ooh, Bane on Gyrocopter with the Enfeeble. That's actually a good idea. Synderen chasing down, not able to get anywhere, just getting kited around for days right here. If no 1000 could back off, but they're pretty ballsy, so they might just, I don't know, try to get something done.
No one dead yet.
Admiral Bulldog hasn't used Rupture, and there it is. I don't think it's going to be enough. Rocket with the
He needs to
rocket.
stop running.
Oh, he goes down!
Oh man!
The blinding light from Ake pushed him. That's what it was right there, I think. I don't know what I saw around him.
And he had silence on him as well, so it was doing a little bit of damage there. But yeah, I think if he stopped running and waited for the silence to come off cooldown, he would have been able to rage that rocket, but maybe it would have caught up anyway. I'm not really sure.
I think
you know,
in
the heat of the game. Yeah, probably. They were coming, but you never know.
It looks like Admiral Bulldog just gonna go for BKB Force. That's a perfect build for him. The Force to get things done quickly. The extra damage from Rupture, you know, if someone stops and it's just you and them. Cancel. Actually, it doesn't cancel TP, but whatever. And then the BKB just so you need BKBs against Outworld, because Outworld's the same style of hero where you need fast farm, fast items, and with your Q, your orb, you're just unstoppable and you need quick levels. But Twi'lek is getting pretty shut out, and it really gets problematic for ODs when the other team starts picking up BKBs, because then you're pretty much useless.
Exactly. The hard counter to OD is just one item, which is a really good item anyway. It's not like, you know, it's not like the hard counter
like,
to some other things.
Damn, I got a BKB.
Yeah, it's like, I gotta get this BKB just for one hero. It's like, well, I can get this BKB for all your heroes and still pretty much hard counter your main carry. But initiation going here on Loda.
Initiated here. He's got Enfeebled. He's getting Fiend's Grip as well, but S4 causing a bit of a ruckus. Peppy's separated. Skewers back Admiral Bulldog into the fight here. Call down coming out from Gyrocopter onto Bane. I heard a rocket from S4, and Dutch Freak does go down, and Illuminate following up some more damage there, taking out Bane. I think that's Iconoclast. Synderen has been perma-silenced like the entire game. I'd be so upset if I was him. Getting stunned up there. I'm trying to find. Bulldog's got the Rupture. He does. Ake with another Illuminate. Double kill, taking out Peppy there as well. It's the horse, man, dude. He's so strong. Whoa, did you see the flag glitch? That was weird. There's like a massive question mark just appeared over Twi'lek's head.
Oh, really? Well, these team fights are just happening so quick. I wasn't even done talking about the top one first. In the top one, Magnus got off a 2-man reverse polarity, and Enigma did get off a 2-man black hole, but you know, it just wasn't enough. The positioning by NTH was too good, and in that fight, middle, we just saw the same exact thing. Just good positioning overall, defensive disruption on Loda when he was kind of in trouble, and they're able to just kind of win a battle of attrition and just kind of go back and forth. They've got more poke, I feel like, with the rocket, with the flat cannon damage, the poison coming out, and of course the horses just doing tons and tons of damage.
MVP right there, the horses.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Well, maybe not.
All towers right now are down for Redefining Madness. They've lost them all.
Synderen's caught out here with no one really that close. Peppy's making his way over, and Twi'lek is there as well. There's a cancel from the hook.
There you go.
The hook does cancel it. Ah! It's going to be a chase down.
Proven.
Proven, yeah. We need some Dota Cinema Mythbusters. All of us, we all need it. It's a great thing.
I've definitely learned a few things from Mythbusters. But yeah, there we go. So hookshot does go through BKB. I was pretty sure of that. But yeah, they're seeing it firsthand. One of the good reasons for maybe why Clockwork is coming back into the scene. He
did
was
get
kind
buffed
of
pretty hard.
forgotten a little bit. Wait, what was it? The cogs?
Well,
I
they
think?
buffed them all around, just like damage on rockets, damage on battery assault, and like some just other things. And then the cogs, the duration was buffed like 2 seconds at each level.
Rock it on.
So it used to be like 3, 4, 5, 6, and now it's 5, 6, 7, 8. And the cogs also now drain health and not just mana.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm not sure why he fell off in the first place. I feel like it was kind of like a trending thing. Like sometimes we see heroes just drop off or become more popular just because of people picking them or not picking them in the first place. I feel like that was kind of the case for Clockwork. He was always a pretty good mid hero. He was I think like he was just maybe some mid heroes just were become a lot better. Quap kind of shuts down Clockwork pretty easily. TA, like you said, was probably banned because of that. But you know, it was like he was going mid, he was doing really well, and then people thought maybe he's being wasted mid. Maybe we'll try putting him in the off lane, and then that wasn't really working out. So he just kind of got forgotten a little bit. But you know, I feel like he's a good hero. He's a really annoying hero, and there's lots of possibilities for, you know, good jukes, good hook shots. And that, I feel like that rocket flare cannot be underestimated for its scouting.
Yep, and there you're talking about the rocket flare scouting, the 5-man smoking, which I had the camera on for redefining madness, and the rocket just scouts it out, and now they gotta run because, believe it or not, Clockwork's abilities synergize pretty damn well when you've got the rocket, and then you can just hook into that. It's like these heroes were thought about when they were designed to have abilities that synergize. It's crazy. S4 finds Peppy. Peppy's immediately ruptured force.
Oh! 2 force stabs. Oh my god.
That was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Oh,
Courier
man.
picked off as well, so Dyer's Courier goes down. Iconoclast getting picked off. Peppy Iconoclast too. They're going to go down. Maybe they just back off and do Roche. Tulex is going to go down as well, so that's 3 heroes. Blinding Light doesn't cancel TP anyway, but... yeah, okay, he TP'd out. I was going to say... Blinding Light doesn't cancel it except when it does, and I don't know what I'm talking about, but... did not cancel it. Tulex TP'd safely to base.
Yeah, NTH either going to get ambitious here or just back off and do Roche, which I feel like is the safer choice. Well, it's definitely the safer choice, but I don't know if it's the wiser choice. Maybe they want to push their advantage here. I guess they feel like they've still got most of their ultimates. Rupture is coming off
Rupture's 10
cooldown,
seconds.
so...
Double Force Staff seems to be an insta-kill on anybody, and it looks absolutely hilarious. Not to mention Blinding Light.
It was
so
like
I think
straight back and
keys
forth.
Rupture damage. Nice Force Staff out there from teammates saving Loda there. Open Wounds is down for another 10 seconds, but they're just content to probably siege up here, do some tower damage. Eternal Envy is playing cray this game. He's done so well. Being in danger.
This
like,
is one of
the whole time.
Look at that 4 staff actually on Gyrocopter as well. So we have 3 4 staffs here for NTH. Maybe getting a little ambitious here. Oh, the cancel!
Black hole, Admiral Bulldog cancelled by S4. Cogs are up to separate, make some separation in the team fight. Admiral Bulldog's BKB'd. Although a lot of that was wasted in the black hole. The last hit there right onto Cinderin. Cinderin goes down. Peppy with a nice RP, able to do enough damage to take off Envy, but Loda 4 staffs into the fight. Immediately enfeebled though, so enfeebled, I really like the Bane pickup here against against the Gyrocopter.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. That team fight, you know, it didn't go really in the favor of either way, but considering NTH diving right into the base, I feel like they did a little bit of a better job. Drums being popped here, and they're really trying to take down this tower. Well, they feel like they have a strong advantage, and they do indeed. If we look at the gold graph, 15,000 gold in the way of NTH, about 12,000 experience in the way of NTH as well. Maybe they can back off now and go for it, or just keep pressuring with those horses. Taking down the wave almost instantly.
Yeah, Envy's coming back, and they're all pretty much full health, full mana. Rupture's back up with 3 4 staffs. That's definitely an insta-kill on anybody. Nice skewer in there by Peppy. The Admiral Bulldog. Admiral Bulldog gonna go down. He ruptured Peppy.
Oh my god.
Peppy. Oh, he did it. I don't know what happened there. But the rocket from S4, double kill there coming out. He hooked in, yeah, he hooked in as well.
This is insane.
Tackled by Cinder and just taking everything. The Cogs coming up to throw Cinder in. He gets mana boots there. But still, the Cog's doing a lot of work to separate everything in the team fight and cause a lot of problems. And everyone's got a Force Staff, so I feel like everyone can get out of here unless they can script from Iconoclast, but it's still on cooldown for 5 seconds. Hello's in trouble.
Wow.
S4 getting chased by Peppy here. Oh, nice tree juke spot, able to get out, but not like there was a stun to follow up anyway. I guess Fiend's grip is getting close.
Is under attack.
I was gonna say this is really getting out of hand. We're seeing 5 Force Staffs. And combining with the lineup that NTH have, such a mobility-based lineup with the Clockwork and the Bloodseeker, 5 Force Staffs really doing a lot right now. They're able to dive the base and just Force Staff out of there and escape. Really good team coordination here. So NTH playing pretty perfectly. 5 Force Staffs, kind of like a joke, a trollish build, but
now that
in this case it's really working.
And it has had that for a while, but that is a change that happened somewhat recently. It's not a bad item for anyone nowadays, but somewhat.
Yeah, I mean maybe the only
play, I think.
Maybe the only one it could be considered pretty troll on is the Gyrocopter.
There onto Cinderin. Yeah, pretty much just Gyrocopter, but why not, right? Cinderin able to get out of the Cogs there. I'm not sure how. Rupture Force Staff.
Oh my goodness. Cinderin laughing. You got Force Staff like 3 times in that Rupture sequence. There's really nothing you could do. You can't run, but you're getting forced 3 times.
So you can't not.
Pretty brutal.
Nice RP there by Peppy. The ultimate followed up there from Tulex, but no one was able to BKB it. The Cogs coming up, doing a lot of work. S4 able to get out of there. The Cogs are just, they're awesome. I'd be mad if I was Loda. This Enfeeble is getting annoying if you're him. He wants to do so much damage with this flak cannon to take these buildings out, but when you're hitting for 40, it's not really doing so much. They're like 60, 70, but
wow. It's his own fault for going for Force Staff. I have no sympathy for him right now.
Yeah, that's true. And he's got a date for Valentine's Day, so we really don't care.
Yeah, Jesus. It looks like pretty easy racks here. I feel like they could get it. I don't know. They're backing off. They're smoking. Both teams smoking here. Black Hole is up, by the way.
Blink over the ledge there by Peppy, but nothing came of it. He's just immediately disrupted. He skewers over the ledge. Where's the Force Staff? Where's the rocket? Oh, blinding light, I think, was no, not used. I don't know. I just like to pretend it's used every time. Dutch Freak gonna go down quite quickly. Defensive. Admiral Bulldog being Astral Imprisonment. Fiend's Grip here onto Loaded. There's the GG call though. So 2-0 for no Tidehunter this series. And Redefining Madness having a tough time finding a win in this series. I don't know if they even have a series win.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Maybe not. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure either. But it's not like they played like really bad. Like Cinderin played an awesome game. He did a nice job of juking rockets and hook shots and all that stuff. But I feel like they were kind of defeated when they chose their lanes, or if anything, when they chose that Enigma. Maybe that was what really did it, because I feel like that just kind of makes it so obvious that you're going to run a defensive tri-lane. The Enigma helping out a little bit. But I feel like their lanes were pretty much as clear as day, and it was so easy for NTH to decide to put the Bloodseeker in the bottom lane, get that favorable matchup against the Magnus. He was able to farm up so quickly, help out in the middle lane, and once they were able to start 5-manning, like that was it.
And there's never even a big
just such little things can happen, you know? No, because they shut him down so easily. Like, just kind of frustrating for for Dutch to play on that Enigma in the jungle, but I feel like the picks kind of decided this one before they were even. I mean, flawless play by NTH, no doubt about it. They played really smart, but maybe Redefining Madness being a little bit too clear with where their lanes were going, and I feel like that was kind of the deciding factor.
Yeah, I'd have to agree, but amazing play by Ake, S4, and Envy, just shutting down Dutch Freak the whole game, and just living on the razor's edge, I guess, in terms of how extended they were throughout a lot of the game, and just playing on the lack of mobility from Redefining Madness. But yeah, that's the game 2.
Yeah.
We're fmbpdota. We have a YouTube channel, a Twitter, Facebook. Subscribe if we get to 100. We're going to give out an item set randomly to one of the 100 subscribers.
Yeah, and like we're gonna be we're gonna be coming back tonight, which I guess this video will not help you out, but we're gonna be streaming it. We've started streaming Civo games. Hopefully we'll be streaming it, right?
Yeah, if Sean's
Okay,
willing
maybe.
to lend us his good computer to stream for us.
Yeah, but regardless, those will be up on YouTube anyway, and hopefully we'll get some tweets out there. Maybe post it to Facebook if you guys want to follow there. We'll try to get out when we're streaming on Twitter, and you can hit that up.
Alright, but thanks for watching. Peace out.
Thanks a lot, guys.